Hey, what's up? This is Omah Lay, and big shout out to the Afrobeat Podcast. Shout out to Shubzy, my people. I love you, man. Peace.
So we're here in the studio somewhere in London, chilling with one of Nigeria's incredible ambassadors, Africa's incredible ambassadors. First of all, Omar, it's nice to see you.
Nice to
the
see you
swag
again.
is different this
Always, man. This is High Fashion by Ramanjago. Yeah,
time. Oh, this is high fashion.
Yeah, this is High Fashion. This is
Just a
Ramanjago.
quick plug. If it's not high fashion, it's no fashion.
Yeah, so.
Let's put it that way. First of all, let's talk a little bit about that. That's your brother from back in Nigeria that's doing incredibly well with fashion. What are your thought processes about even supporting ourselves?
Yeah, crazy thing is, me, you know how I am, man. I don't. Crazy thing is, I've only met him once, and that
Wow.
was like just he where he did here. Only once I met him, but because of the fact that we are from Nigeria, we can easily connect. We are like, you feel me? We did connected already.
Facts.
So yeah, me rocking this today is because of he's Nigerian and he's young. Look what he's doing. This
Absolutely.
is incredibly nice. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, it's very necessary that we support ourselves and we enjoy what we are making, because yeah, a lot of this are out here, and
Yeah.
it's only unique if we rock what we have from home.
Absolutely. The last couple of years has been groundbreaking for you. This is like a catch-up. You know, I've seen you on road in different cities, looking at where you've come from, Port Harcourt, just hitting the road with maybe a couple of songs, dropping an EP, breaking records, and before you know it, you're traveling around the world, touring America, touring Europe. First of all, how are you feeling as a young man whose life just changed like 24 months ago or something? How are you feeling now?
I'm very happy to be here right now. I'm very happy to be here right now because I could have been anywhere else. I could have been anywhere else, but look where I am today. Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very grateful to the fans, who put me here, because they did. Yeah, I can only work as hard as I want to, but
Facts.
at the end of the day, we don't control what happens outside when the music goes out. So the fact that they are enjoying my music and look where I am today with my stuff,
I swear.
it's really amazing. I'm really happy to be here, and yeah, I'm happy to be here, especially now that Afrobeat is where it is today. It's a joy. I don't think I would wish to be anywhere else.
Facts. Did you making music back then, even before you presented yourself as a singer, when you were still just creating beats and making songs for people? I want to know how a young, aspiring creative things, did you dream for once that maybe, you know, this global superstardom or even superstardom in my local vicinity can happen? What was the vision like then?
When I started off making beats. Of course, I think you need to have a very big dream from start to actually even be in this kind of place. I mean, this is a lot of people dream to be here. Yeah, you have to dream big to get here. Then you have to have bigger dreams to go forward. But yeah, from the start, I've always known that I wanted something more out of life. I wanted something more out of my music because I gave it everything that I had. I put in everything that I had. I even quit school for it.
Wow.
Yeah, so I knew that I had something, and I knew I was gonna go. I was not just gonna be the guy who's in the studio every day and nobody knows me. Yeah, I've always had this dream, but somehow I don't want to say anymore that it happened fast. I've been saying that for a long time, but I don't think it happened fast. I think it happened how it was supposed to happen, and I think that I am running my own race. I have come to realize that I'm running my own race. I am happy that I'm taking it one step at a time, and yeah, the dream is still very big, and every single day I wake up, I get closer.
Do you know, I know self-belief is very important to everything we're doing. Myself, yourself. But what about belief of people around you, maybe family or very close friends? How important is it to have certain people that just...
It is very important. Trust me, it is very important. But at the same time, you not gonna let anybody kill your vibe. Yeah, you not gonna let anybody kill your vibe. If you want to survive on the belief of other people, then you wouldn't go anywhere. First of all, you need to have the dream. You need to be the one. You're the artist. You need to be the one who pictures, who creates, who tell people, because it's your dream. No matter how much people believe in you, it's your dream. Sometimes they don't see it. Sometimes you're making a weird sound. They don't know where it's coming from. They just believe in you. Sometimes they don't understand. And sometimes you miss out on hits. You miss out on, I know it's not about chasing hits, yeah, but you miss out on very good songs because
other people didn't.
Yeah, because other people didn't believe in you or believe. So first thing first is you. You need people who believes in you, but first you need to carry yourself no matter. Don't let anybody kill your vibe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you need to see where they go and just they go there. Everybody go join, and you need to also know, so everybody where they join and just add. Nobody they actually be the one way. It is you and God.
Still has to be
it has to be you and God. It has to be you and what you want. And everybody that's coming is just like, yeah, push it. Especially if you have the right people, you go for that.
Listen, with the debut EP and what it did around the world and the expectations it put on you musically. You know, some people come out of the gate, you know, there's a gradual process where they're growing, but from the first song that caught the attention of those that invited you to come to Lagos and say, listen, let's do this professionally, to you putting it out and instantly becoming, you know, the pandemic anthem. Was there pressure, and how did you handle it?
Of course there was pressure. Of course there was pressure. Yeah, you don't expect to go from one Windows crap laptop in the studio and spending all your life in the studio, from that to boom, being a superstar, global superstar, and then there's no pressure because you don't know shit. You know, it's just like they brought you from just starting music production to this whole thing here. Like, you go lost now. You go lost. Like learning, and then you have all this. So yeah, it was a jump. But at first, it kind of shaked, put me in a bad mental state because I was still trying to learn. I was still trying to learn my ways around the whole thing. But with time, I got more comfortable. I learned things that I learned, and I also learned that I'm running my race. I'm moving on my own pace. So as soon as I learned and I realized that, I think I became stronger.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I became stronger, and I started enjoying my life more. Yeah.
You've always talked about the pressure mentally that you felt with that huge jump and the success. First of all, I have to commend you for that. We grew up in a society where it wasn't encouraged to talk about the difficulties and the challenges that we were facing, especially as men. And for a young man to be that confident to say, listen, this is the problem that I was facing, and this is how I handled it. What was that decision like to even go public with speaking about such intimate things?
If I can put it on my song, then I can talk about it. Because I write, one thing about my music is that I've always talked about my real life experiences, how I feel. So if I can put those vulnerability in my songs, then I can definitely talk about it. Because like everybody in the world is listening to it. So
Facts.
yeah, and I also thought that it was different because in Afrobeat, especially with my kind of music, if you write all those kind of lyrics, you go one define calm music, but like putting it on Afrobeat, that's like it's something really new.
That was a challenge.
It was like So I think that's just me. This is just me living my life and having conversations and putting the conversations in my music and sitting with you here today and talking about them. It doesn't feel so much like a thing that I'm moving or something. It's just me. I'm just being.
The debut album, Boy Alone, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
From the minute that album dropped, and you know, it was almost like you had teased us with the EP, with the singles, and when the album dropped, it was almost like you served us the whole platter of Omah Lay's sound and your vibe. How refreshing was it for you to deliver that and have the world receive it the way we did?
Bro, I don't know how I felt at first. But I was excited. That's one thing I can remember. I was excited putting an album out. And I was even more excited when when everybody accepted the songs and accepted the album the way I made it. Because I feel like I went different with the album. I went down. I went down to human, normal person. I wasn't a superstar when I was writing that album. I mean, I was a superstar, but like I was actually just talking like a normal
Touching
guy.
normal feelings that we all could relate with.
So like when I saw people messing with the album the way they did, it actually encouraged me and even boosted my confidence some more. And I think at some point I was feeling like maybe I lost it. Maybe I am not what I think I am. But with Boy Alone, and then they say when you do something once, do it again and again and again. Everybody believes in me. At some point in my life, I felt like, maybe I'm done. But everybody wasn't seeing it like that. So when this album came out, Boy Alone came out, and then the whole world was like vibing to it. So went crazy, Reason went crazy. I'm a Mess, like Woman, Understand on the same album. It's like, yo, bro, I did this thing, man. Look, it's not one song, it's like a lot of songs, and the world is fucking with it. It's not so. It gave me more confidence. That's why I did here today. To talk to you like this. You feel me? Kept me going, and it made me enjoy my process more.
Absolutely. The original, the album before the deluxe version, you collaborated with superstars like Justin Bieber. You're on stage with, come on, this is, when we're talking the top of the food chain in terms of the entertainment industry and some of the most successful young men and women, Bieber will go down in history as one of the most iconic entertainers of his generation. What was that like working with him? And not only working with him pulling you on his stage and you guys performing together.
Yeah, that was a moment of my life. It was a very good moment of my life. I don't think I'm going to forget easily. It's one person that I met so far that I feel like he's... I just learned that it's better to just be more human being than being more... And he's one guy that it was a moment of my life. I can never forget it.
Listen, now the soso, listen, man, that record, I see, like every time when you're performing on tour now, all the record goes crazy, but when you get to soso, it's almost like an eruption that happens. And then you went further to put a collaborator on that, who
Ozuna
is a monster from the Latin world. Talk to me about that record in itself and what it's gone on to do for you, and deciding that Ozuna was going to be the perfect person to jump on a remix.
So everything, me, I did movie vibe, depend on the vibe. So at the time, even I think any day I would still choose Ozuna for the remix. So far I think that's one of my favorite collaborations because that's my brother. Ozuna is like my brother. It's like so I love the remix. I love how far it has gone, and I loved how much it brought me and Ozuna even closer. And
he was probably one of the people that revealed it to the world, the way he's partying to it. He's showing love to it, that it's not just a collaboration. He's almost supporting it like I'm supporting my friends, my brother's music.
Ozuna is such a vibe. I love him so much. I love him. Such a vibe.
You've been on tour a couple of times already. How's tour life? And what are your real thoughts about waking up, being on road, going to the next show, performing when you're tired, not feeling so well? How is tour life?
Because I've dedicated my whole life to it, because it's what I love to do, because it is like, I don't see myself doing any other thing apart from it. So I breathe it. Like now that's just everything. That feels like the reason why I'm on earth. So tour life. Sometimes I get tired normally. Like you're a human, of course. But you see that whole thing of going outside at night or going outside anytime and seeing a bunch of people waiting for you to come up and sing your songs with you, songs that you made when you were probably alone. The whole crowd is singing and vibing, and crazy thing is not just black people. This is black, white, red, purple people all over the world are vibing to this sound. The sound that came from Port Harcourt. It's like I always want to see that. You always want to see
Facts.
that. Yeah, you can't. You know, go say you don't tire. You know, go this show. You don't. You always want to see because it's like a whole show on its own. It's like. You feel me? You always and then the thing is, my view is different from every other person because I'm like up here, so you don't want to miss that. Would you want to? You can't miss that, bro.
You see something else. It's a different energy.
You can't miss that. It gives me joy. It's like it's one thing that keeps me going. Just going out there and seeing a bunch of people happy and dancing to my music. That's everything for me.
Going to an Omah Lay show is like going to see 80% women at a party.
I like it like that.
Of course you do. So my question is this. How does a young man who is in his prime, good looking, got the swag, and a lot of money to match?
Of course.
How do you deal with the female attention at the moment? How do you handle that?
I enjoy it, bro. I enjoy it so much. I can't even lie to you. I enjoy it. That's why I'm all dressed up like this and Raman Jago putting me on. So I'm all dressed up, looking good, fly. Yeah, but I enjoy the attention, but you don't get carried away by it. You feel me? You go know when it is like time to, and if you do too much of one thing, it just takes away. You lose the vibes. Sometimes you just lock in, stay in the studio a month, and just make music and cut away from every other thing. Discipline, yeah, I think, you need that to actually survive. You know, you could just bro, find women full London, bro. I'm lost.
Germany, France, I see you from France.
Sweden. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you could just have to learn how to put yourself together, know when it is when and when not, know when it is not.
So, absolutely, man. Yeah. You know, finally, you've been in the studio continuously, even when you're on the road. Is this a situation where Omah is just making music, you know, and stashing it away, or are we already looking at?
Yeah, we're looking at a new album, but at the same time, we're looking at making a lot of music and just stacking them up. But there's a new album coming, and that's what I'm working on currently.
Yeah. And you told us how you were feeling in Boy Alone. Is this going to be another themed album where it's where Omah is?
You can see like a lot of things have changed about me. I feel different, so of course the music is going to come differently. I feel like I'm more happy now. Yeah, I'm more in I feel like I'm more in like a better place, and the music will only get better because like my music is my experience, is how I feel. So I was feeling the way I was feeling in Boy Alone. You heard it.
Yep.
You're gonna hear it in this album.
And finally, you know, you came out with the locks. After a while, you chopped it off. And right now,
oh yeah, I get tired too. I get tired too quickly. Down to everything, down to my girls. I get tired too quickly. I can't deal with myself looking at myself the same way for too long.
Yeah.
So I just can't stay, and I'm a restless person too. If you ask my guys, they'll tell you I'm very restless. I'm always looking for that. Oh yeah, I'm tired looking like this. I want to look like this. I'm tired of this babe, bro. I'm tired of this babe. I'm tired of this vibe. I'm tired of this vibe. I want something.
You want a different vibe.
And that's just me. I feel like the more time goes, I'm going to have a lot of versions of myself. And if you know me too well, you also know that I'm more into myself than I'm more into what is happening out there. I'm just focused on my life and where I am. Yeah.
We just heard that a young musician in Nigeria just passed away, MOHBAD.
Yeah, I'm going to also use this chance to say you have to live your life. If you're watching this right now, you have to know that you have to live your life. Look, MOHBAD just passed. It broke me down so much. But at the same time, you go on Instagram, you see everybody vibing, everybody's in the club, everybody's moving on. Everybody's moving, and you have to live your life. You really have to live your life. You have to do what pleases you. You have to be in your vibe 247. Don't let anybody kill it for you, because as soon as you're gone, everything anybody can do for you is come and say RIP on their stories or on their feed, and that's done. You have to live your life. I'm so sad right now because I just heard the news.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but at the same time, and he's my boy. He's like my family. Yeah, rest in peace, Mo.
Absolutely.
Rest in
Absolutely.
peace.
Listen, I know you're in the studio. We just came to steal a couple minutes of yours. I've always let you know from the beginning I'm a massive fan. I continue to be a fan. The music that you've delivered so far has been fantastic. The way you tell your stories is absolutely unique, and hence why we applaud your voice, and we will keep on applauding that voice. So you keep telling your story the way you're doing it. Let's let you get back to work and get back to some of those girls. My brother,
Oh yeah, no, wala.
my brother, Omah Lay, let's go.
Boom.